Hello, YouTube. It's Paul coming at you. Back from the expo. Not sure how all this is going to work, but yeah, just thought I'd do a quick recap, show off some stuff I picked up, and yeah, go from there. Day three highlight was getting a Yari Curry autograph. Uh, Inscription says, "Glad my name is fun to say." Little backstory on that. Uh, Yari was a rookie when I was 4 years old in 1980, and his name was fun to say. So he became my favorite Oiler. And then, when it came time to get a hockey stick, my mom wouldn't shell out for the Wayne Gretzky Titan model. So I got a Coho, and yeah, that was my fandom. Yeah, I don't know how well that's going to stand up there. Yeah, it's holding for now. So no major pickups. I was expecting to see some stuff. Um, there was a Connor McDavid card that I'd taken a look at. It's kind of something that's sort of floating around on my want list, but Sunday afternoon, I'm like, okay, it's now or never. Something's going to move. It's going to be here. I went and took a look at it. The guy did have a sticker on it, but I don't know if he used like a potato to put the price on, but once it was out of the display case, it was apparent that there was a one in front of the number, and I just kind of passed. I was a little embarrassed. I even asked him to show it to me because say what you want about eBay comps or comps in general, the card was nowhere near. So uh, I was kind of embarrassed because he seemed kind of excited that I might even be considering it, and yeah. Um, so I awkward moment that I didn't even make an offer. Like where I was at and where I thought the card was at. It was a good deal at what he priced it, but if there wasn't an extra one in front of the number, not que sera. Um, but didn't come away empty-handed. So what I did pick up was from this year's um, Upper Deck, or sorry, last season's 21-22 Upper Deck Extended. Picked up the Black Diamond uh, Sidney Crosby retrospective. I haven't pulled the price tags off, but everything was half off. So for $40, picked up a bunch of you know cool cards. That's Cole Perfetti. Everybody seems to hope that he's next Nick Ehlers or something. Uh, William Eklund, Dawson Mercer. I think there's some hopes for him. Uh, Seth Jarvis. The two diamonds, I can't remember what the rarity is, but then you get into the three diamond. So like Anton Lundell, Artemi Panarin, Nathan McKinnon. Oh, I missed a single diamond. Gregory Denisenko and Alex Ovechkin. Now the four diamonds are at a 1 in 400 insertion rate. Got all these for half a sticker, so for $7, a 1 in 400. That part of the checklist, the 1 in 400s, it's like Connor McDavid, Sidney Crosby, believe it's the two rookies from Detroit last year, Sider and Lucas Raymond, as well as Trevor Zegras. So not easy to come across, but it's yeah, it's a fun little set. So far, it looks like that's the only thing I'm going to do to commemorate last season. But yeah, so to get Alex Ovechkin for 750, it's a 4-star, 1 in 400, steal of a deal, and I didn't have to pay shipping. I mean, it cost me air miles and reward miles to fly down there and a bunch of meals, but small victories. So yeah, chance to meet Yari Curry, got a fist bump, inscription. You know, he kind of looked at me. I think something got lost in translation from English to Finnish, but sort of explained it, and he sort of nodded his head and kind of giggled. So that was cool. But there you have it. That's my acquisitions and whatnot. Overall thoughts on the show. Uh, Walking past the grading section, can definitely tell PSA is still king. KSA was taking submissions. All honesty, I didn't notice if MNT was there. Tag was there. They had several booths, but it didn't look like too much was going on there. CSG, a bunch of people there. I saw a couple people submitting stuff. Beckett, for some reason, still has a loyal following for hockey cards. Like I noticed it a few years ago, and even myself, the one submission I did in grading was to Beckett. Well, would I do it again with him? Maybe, maybe not, but your mileage might vary. It's funny, like I actually like the what do you call it? The subgrades, the hobby. People have let it be known that they're not a fan of complicated stuff, and then at the same point, people are upset. Like, why is this a PSA 9, not a 10? Well, guessing there's something in there that keeps it from being a 10, but there was an SJC bulk submitter. Seemed to have some traction there. What else did I notice? I noticed like there was quite a bit of money being splashed around, both by dealers and buyers. So maybe the hobby isn't dead, or maybe the hobby in Canada hasn't caught up to being dead, or whatever. I think teach their own. If you can collect what you want and do it within your means, and then go for it. If not, well, maybe you shouldn't be doing it. But yeah. What else did I notice? A lot of more basketball than I thought there would be. Um, some soccer. It is a very niche crowd. Um, what else was there? At the autograph pavilion, there's this lady in front of the line. She had a book. It was like hockey's top 100 players or something. And I noticed she was in the lines to get Yari Curry. She had Solani, and I believe it was Dominic Hasek or somebody like that. So that's kind of cool, like to get you know each player section signed. Kind of curious how far she's gotten, or what the motivation is behind it. Had some fun chats with some older collectors down by the autograph pavilion. I went down for whatever reason. I think I was trying to organize my stuff. I packed a roll of green tape with me, so I think I was taping up my acquisitions. And anyways, there were these older gentlemen, like they're old enough to be my parents, so like 60s, 70s. We're really excited to get Yvon Cornway, Montreal Canadian great, get his autograph, and they're showing off their pictures and like these pictures that were getting signed were like group photos, so like they had all but one player because that player died, or and just it was cool to see that enthusiasm, that joy, just and they wanted to show it off, and so like I'm like, that's cool. I mean, it's good to see that guys can be just as giddy at that age about getting an autograph or a card that they've been looking for. So, um, yeah, that's about all I got. Long day. I was up at you know 5:30 to get to the airport without too much hassle, and through fly out west. Drove home from Edmonton, and I'm not sure I'm feeling jet lag, but definitely not feeling all that chipper. So, um, yeah, there you have it. So as Ed Wesker Griff says, is get amongst it, y'all.